Hello and welcome to another Q&A video. This is the second Q&A video that I do for the 2.5k subscriber special, and this will be the last Q&A video for a long time. So I got some random questions regarding all the different topics. I tried to combine them. Maybe I did good, maybe I didn't. Anyways, here they come and here are my answers, and I tried to keep it short. Why such an obsession with chainsaw pedals? You know, I don't think it's an obsession, I just tend to collect them, and it basically started with this YouTube channel, or to be more precise, with the founding of Nightbearer, because we opted for the HM2 sound, so I got a bunch of HM2 pedals, and then I made some videos, and then I thought, well, if I want to make more videos, I have to buy more pedals, and that's what I did, and that's what I'm still doing. So I enjoy it, it's no obsession, I don't need all those pedals obviously, I just have some fun with it, and I hope you have some fun with it as well. Another question was if I'm going to stick with pedal demos, and I'd really like to try or to make different videos, maybe guitar related stuff or amp related stuff. The problem is with all those reviews, I have to get the equipment that I want to try out, and it basically costs money. No big company said, yeah, you can try out if you want. Some companies do, and I'm very grateful for this, but not all. And because an amp is far more expensive than a pedal, and the guitar is also much more expensive, I think I stick to pedal demos. Maybe I'll do some tutorial videos in the future, but I haven't sorted out what I really want to do in 2021. So it's a yes and a no at the same time, I think. Kind of weird. So another question is, what's my advice for adult beginner guitarists if they want to start a band? Well, it's quite simple. Just do it. Search for other people. Maybe they are beginners as well. Age shouldn't matter, although if you are in your 30s or 40s and you want to join a college or high school band, don't know if this is going to go well. But yeah, just search for a band or just practice more at home. Search online for a collaboration or so. And if you want to have a special tip, search for musicians that are slightly above your level, because then you will evolve way more quickly than you would if you search for total noobs, for example. I hope this helps. Next question was if I have any tips how to use an HM2 pedal in a band context. And yes, I have, because I do use an HM2 pedal in a band context. I will make a full video on this topic, but so far my personal tips are use a blend knob or a blend pedal, so to blend in some of your raw amp sound. This helps really clearing things up and tightening things up. And apart from that, you have to dial in your sound in the rehearsal room and not at home. It doesn't work. I've tried it many times. It just doesn't work. If you have more precise questions for HM2 in the band context, just leave them down in the comments, because I will do another video on this topic somewhere in the future. So another question was what I did use for the Nightbearer album as regarding the signal chain for the guitar and the bass. I could do a full video on this, but to make things short, I used a bunch of different pedals. For guitar, I used the Wurm, the Angry Sweet, and the Left Hand Rev. And for bass, I used a Dark Glass pedal, and I think I also included a Nine of Swords Funeral Party. As far as amps go, I think it was all XFX 3. Yeah, again, I can make a full video on this for my signal chain. And the signal chain was this. I used my Black Cat single cut. I have a green single cut Black Cat that I use solely for recordings. Into the pedals, into the XFX, into my interface. That's it. Oh, and for bass, I used an Ibanez SRX595 TGF or so. 5-string Ibanez bass. What's my opinion on HM2 and other genres than death metal? Well, if it sounds good, it is good. So why should I have an opinion? I don't care if a black metal band uses an HM2 or not. When their guitar sound kicks ass, it kicks ass. When their guitar sound sucks, it sucks. That's it. And the sound is not the priority. The priority should always be the song. Do you listen to other genres than death metal? Yes, I do. I mostly listen to death metal, of course, but I also listen to power metal, for example, Blind Guardian or Persuader or Communic, stuff like that. I listen to progressive metal, for example, Opeth, Catatonia. I basically listen to a whole bunch of different genres, and I don't stick to one genre because, alright, if I really like the song, if I like the sound, then it doesn't matter to me what genre the band is. I have just genres that I tend to avoid because I mostly don't like how it sounds, not because of the bands or so, but I generally don't like symphonic metal, thrash metal, with a few exceptions, of course. Apart from metal, I'm a big rock fan as well, or progressive fan. I love listen to Camel, to Spoxbeard, to Alter Bridge regarding hard rock. And I listen to classical music, to film scores, for example, basically everything Danny Elfman does. And I really like my fingerstyle acoustic guitar players like Andy McKee, like Tommy Emmanuel, basically all the ones at Candy Red Records. So what's my favorite color? Green. Because black isn't a color, it's the absence of color. Have you heard of the German YouTuber Farfan? Nope, sorry. I actually don't watch this many German YouTubers actually. I don't watch this many metal YouTubers actually. I have some other hobbies that I watch way more YouTubers than I do with metal. I try to make up my own opinions. What's my favorite death metal bands from outside of Sweden? Are there any good death metal bands outside of Sweden? Belacor from Australia. Awesome death metal band. I think Insomnium are Finnish. If so, of course, Insomnium. I also really like Death, and Chuck was definitely a US guy. Morbid Angel is a pretty okay band as well. Apart from that, I don't listen to this many death metal bands outside from Sweden actually. Most of my favorite death metal bands come either from Sweden or from Germany. For example, Deserted Fear. The big ones that are outside of Sweden, outside of Germany, are actually not my cup of tea. Cannibal Corpse, not into them. Cataclysm, not into them. Sepultura, not into them. Do I have any other rack-mounted gear besides XFX and Soundsamp? Yes, I have a PV Rockmaster and I have some Washburn thing that I still want to review, but I have to move to my new studio first because in there I can do some proper reviews of those units. So I haven't really tried them with any style of chainsaw or whatever, but I have some other rack units. So what's my practice routine like? When I practice, I nearly always use Guitar Pro and I always activate a metronome. And then I just grab a Nightbearer song, which we have all tapped out, or any other song I want to try and basically play it. I slow the tempo down and then increase it until I'm up to 100% or so. And sometimes when I don't use Guitar Pro, still use a metronome, and then I just grab a particular exercise that I want to try, maybe from Rock Discipline by John Petrucci or any other book that I own. And that's basically my routine, if you can call it routine. What's my favorite tube amp? I think it's an Engel Special Edition. Have I ever tried the Laney IRT? Nope. And I actually get quite a few comments if I have ever tried pedal X or pedal Y. And the answer to all of them is, if I have tried them, there will be a video if I haven't tried them, I either haven't found them yet, or I have found them and they are too expensive for me to own, or I couldn't borrow them. So this goes for all the other HM2 clones that are out there. I think every HM2 clone that I played, I've uploaded a video. So every other HM2 clone I'm either searching or waiting to get a price drop or come up cheap on the used market. So I think that were all the questions. Okay, that's it for this Q&A video. This will be my last Q&A video for a long time, as mentioned earlier. I hope you enjoyed it. If you still have some other questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Maybe I'll answer them in a video format, or I just answer them as a response in text format. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. May the force be with you and have a nice day.